So I'm glad we got Joy out of the way, because now I'm pissed. The Golden Globes... The Golden Globe nominees were announced this week, and while Wicked got 4 nominees, that's something to be joyful about. I do need to say that the categories, one in particular, at the Golden Globes can suck a dick, because...
Suck Aladdin's big fat balls.
Or the guards, because there is a musical or comedy category. So already that category can suck a dick. But then the nominees for this category this year are as follows. Cynthia Erivo for Wicked, obviously. And this is leading actress only. So Ariana is, which I don't like how they do this either. For best leading actor and actress, they split it up by category. So TV or movie, they do best leading actress in a drama, best leading actress in a comedy or musical, best blah, 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 blah. But then supporting actor is just if you're in a movie at all. So like Ariana is in there with any other supporting actress that's been in a movie this year, which makes it harder for her to win. But anyway, in musical or comedy, they have Cynthia Erivo for Wicked, Carla Sofia Gascon from Amelia Perez, which is a musical, so we're still on the plot. Amy Adams for Night Bitch, which if you have to label it as something, it is a comedy, I guess. I saw it last night and I did laugh a little bit, but overall it's just... I don't know. Maybe I'm not smart. I always blame myself and not the movie. Maybe the movie sucks, but it does have nominations, so maybe I'm the problem.
No. You're beating yourself up too much. I have famously always said that whoever's in charge of nominations, they're pretentious fucks. They're smelling their own farts and they're just jerking each other off in a circle around whatever table they sit around to name the movies. Because I rarely agree. And
That's
again,
true.
I'm also an idiot, but I like to consider myself the voice of the people.
Well, thank you. Well, I'm glad he said that, because I was going to blame myself for being a man, for not being a mother,
Well,
all
you
kinds
can
of
always
things.
blame yourself for being a man, but the other stuff you can let go.
Thank you. Do you know what Night Bitch is about?
No.
Amy Adams
I've seen her
is
crawling around outside a bunch.
That's basically the movie. Amy Adams is a stay-at-home mom who gave up her dream and career of being an artist to be a mother instead. And now that she's becoming more and more resentful of her husband, she turns into a dog.
Okay, I might have to watch this, and then I'll let you know if you are in fact dumb or if the movie is just bad.
Now, here's the thing. I either needed much more dog stuff or none of it. Like, if we went Black Swan with it, then I would be into it. But there was just enough dog stuff for it to be weird and not really make sense to me.
Okay.
If I cut all the dog stuff, the plot, I loved it. Like, I loved what it had to say about motherhood and, like, finding yourself and da-da-da-da-da. But the dog stuff was just in the way.
And this might be a spoiler, so if it is, then you don't have to answer. But does she physically turn into a dog? Is it magical, or is she just emotionally...
There's a scene where she has a cyst in her back and pops it and a tail comes out.
Okay.
Then this is where the nominees lose the plot.
Not at the woman turning into a dog.
But like I said, that's slightly comedic, so
Okay.
I understand how we got there. And her performance was incredible. Demi Moore in The Substance, which Demi Moore should be nominated, but The Substance is not a comedy, so I don't know what we're doing
Isn't
here.
it like a dark comedy, like a psychological thriller that makes you laugh?
I guess. I would say it's more dramatic than comedy, but who am I? Then we have Mikey Madison from Anora. I haven't seen it. I'm not going to see it. Apparently, she's the front runner. It's about a sex worker who falls in love with a Russian prince or something, and then the parents try to make them get annulled after they get married, blah, blah, blah.
Are they singing, or that's the comedy plot?
I think it's the comedy plot. It's 2.5 hours long, but it's the ugly girl from Scream 5, so I'm not supporting her.
Okay.
And then, this is where I'm really pissed off. If you were wondering, like, Donnie, why do you have stake in this game? Why do you even care? Because the last nominee is Zendaya for the Challengers, which is not funny at all. And now I have to choose between Zendaya, Demi Moore, or Cynthia Erivo. Go fuck yourself.
Again, it shows the bias of these pretentious fucks who are watching films and not movies, where it's like, okay, what are the two categories that just like famously don't get enough credit and aren't considered highbrow art as we smart folks are used to? It's like, oh, comedies and singing. There you go. Put them together.
And why not just do like
Bippity-boppity-boo.
drama and other? I could swallow that more because What about a thriller? That's what The Substance is. Now you have to decide where that goes. Yeah. Anyway, that's how I feel about that. How do you feel about Selena Gomez?
You can be honest here. Relationship with her. I know she was a child star, so I always give them a little bit more leeway to be a little more unhinged. I think she's been through a lot in her life.
As an actress, I mean.
Oh, she's terrible.
Well, this fucking panel doesn't think so. She has 2 nominations.
For Only Murders?
One for Only Murders in the Building, and then she's in that Amelia Perez musical.
She's great in Only Murders, but that's because she plays a version of herself. She Vince Vaughn's it in that show.
But I do want to shout out Miley, Selena, Zendaya, and Ariana all have nominations this year, which is kind of cool.
That is really cool.
It's pretty cool. And that's everything I have to say.
Great. Well, in conclusion, Golden Globes, suck a dick.